what's up? It's DJ. I'm feeling very under the weather today. Not feeling good at all. So no face cam today. We're just going to jump straight into our topics. We're going to start with Blacksheep modding and their Pioneer Valley map update. As we mentioned earlier in the week, this update's going to require a new game save. So any progress that you've made on the map and anything that you've done will need to be reset after this update comes out. This is because it includes critical tweaks like heavy optimizations, field renumbering, production system fixes, and work on the triggers. So it's technically a different map altogether. However, these changes will also lower the file size by about 250 megabytes, more than 25%. The file size will sit just below 700 megabytes when it's all said and done. Right now, it's just over 900. I think it's like 930 something. Other changes include adding seed production to fertilizer plants, fixing mini collisions, triggers, and physical bugs like flying cows, bunkers, smokehouse, silos, bridges, buildings, etc. Fixes and additions to the dairy productions, land adjustments for the fences, objects, trees, and visual elements, upgrade and new fish food recipes, and fixing the missions, as well as the sales and respawn issues. They've also posted a full changelog if you'd like to see everything. However, what we just read through were the biggest changes. The update is currently going through internal testing with Blacksheep modding, and then it'll be off to Giant's Mod Hub team awaiting testing. Next up, OxygenDavid revealed the official roadmap for his Witcombe Park farm map. He's still working on the map, but says that he's getting closer to the first stage of internal testing. As we talked about in mid-2025, Oxy will be releasing the map first on his itch page for PC players. This is the early access version, not the final version, and will include brands that may not be allowed on consoles, as well as an optional HD texture pack, which I'll definitely be getting. This is also when Oxy will be fielding bug reports from the community and getting the map closer to a state where it can be submitted for testing on the mod hub for all platforms. This format may sound familiar, as a lot of modders are doing it this way these days. It's actually getting mods out faster for console players than it would have, as mods don't have to go back and forth with Giants many different times, and there's quite a few things that are actually getting released the first time around. None of the information that we've gotten here is new. However, it is nice to see where we're at and how close we're getting to seeing the map for the first time. Custom Modding drops new screenshots of 10 of their upcoming mods. CM says the screenshots represent what's coming next, new projects, and new challenges the 2026 will bring. We've seen the Balzer, the Honeybee Headers with Prairie Wind System, their Landall Ripper, Lockwood Tater Planter, Case 92 6D Combine Harvester, John Deere Air Cart and Drill with the Patents Tanker on the back. We got a John Deere Disc, Case Cultivator with the Patents Tanker, another look at the Patents Tanker, and some Wilson grain trailers. These screenshots should give you at least a good idea of what's coming next from Custom Modding. Moving on, EY Modding is bringing back one of their more popular chopper packs, the new Holland 900. This chopper comes complete with either a corn head for doing chaff or a pickup head for loading up bulk materials like grass and hay. The setup definitely makes silage season much easier on smaller farms, and you may remember that this was actually released in the middle of 2024, originally on FS25, and has been reimagined and brought over to Farming Simulator 25. It's been a pretty popular mod since its release, and it's great to see it coming back. Someone else that's excited to see it returning is Rooster Mods, as they've reorganized their mod list to bring over their John Deere 716A Forage Wagon project, which is a perfect addition to that new Holland chopper. The good news is a large amount of progress has already been made, and in addition to the Forage Wagon, they're going to be finishing up their 1275 bell wagons, as they share the same running gear on the bottom, so doing both makes sense. Adub looks to be bringing back one of his previous maps, Switchback Canyon. This was actually one in FS19. I don't think it ever came to 22. It's being brought over from there. It's a purely logging map, at least from the versions that we had back in FS19. No fields on that one. And he also teased some new cotton tools from McCormick. However, at this time, we don't know much, only that it will be the cotton bell spike for loaders. Now let's talk about Bcbuhler Farms, who's got quite a few things for us today. First up, he wasn't able to get his silage boss trailer submitted, as it seems like there's another mod on the mod hub that's already got the same mod name, so he's currently trying to figure that one out. His Volvo WIA update and the bulk truck bed pack updates are both submitted for testing, and a new mod is available for download on his itch page, the DjGoHam Pro Till 40 and the Kinsey Mock Till 401. He's added the DjGoHam branding to the Kinsey from the base game, changed the number on the Kinsey to the correct model to represent what it actually is in real life. Also added working modes to change between a shallow and deep cultivator, as well as a plow, which can create fields but still leaves a smooth finish like the cultivators. There's a few other mods available for download as well right now on his itch page, including the Essler grain trailer, which was one of my favorites in FS22, and his vintage auger pack, also available. And of course, you can't forget about the land clearing mod, which burns logs and gets rid of brush, kind of like a bonfire. This was also a returning mod from FS22, and it's coming to FS25. And lastly, for Bcbuhler Farms, he's been asked to do a presentation about Farming Simulator and how it's an opportunity for people to connect to agriculture in a new way. He's looking for people who have either been influenced by Farm Sim to pursue a career in agriculture of any division, or if FS has just changed the way you look at farming in general. If this describes you, then hit up Bcbuhler Farms at the link below. He would love to chat with you guys. The final presentation will be at the Manitoba Ag Days later this month. Gamer Design's also got a returning mod, the Plantation. He's currently curious of what kind of trees you'd like to see on the map. The map itself is a large-scale forestry map, quite flat and set up for efficient tree farming, if that gives you an idea of what to expect. He's also curious of what you'd like to see for the farming area in the middle. You like to see it scaled back a little bit, or do you like the way that it was in FS22? You can let him know everything at the link below beside Gamer Designs. Next up, JGoHam is back working on an update to a Strasburg, Pennsylvania map this weekend. The goal is to have the update submitted for testing either later this month, maybe early next month. Additionally, his Homestead map is still in testing at the moment, so no new information there. Oh, and apparently there's going to be a 4X version of his Strasburg, Pennsylvania map, which is being worked on after all of that. Very cool. Speaking of 4X maps, Samuel Batista Modding is also starting work on a new one. This will be called the Lone Star Plains 4X. He says this is an ambitious map inspired by the state of Texas in the US, with a planned release date in 2026 sometime. It's designed to deliver large-scale farming experience while capturing the true spirit of Texas, with vast open fields, American-style farms, livestock areas, realistic rural structures, and an atmosphere faithful to the state's countryside. All 4X maps have been released for PC so far, and I don't foresee anything for consoles as far as 4X maps goes in the future. And lastly today, here's a quick update of what Campaign of Farm Modding has been up to this week. Their crop rotation mod will include multiple crops for sequential planting with history tracking. You're not going to be able to plant multiple crops at the same time, as that's a game limitation, but we will be getting the rotation planner similar to what we had in FS19 with the Seasons mod. You'll be able to plan up to 6 years in advance with a projected yield bonus factored into the planner so you can see effects in real time. Field naming is also included, so that's pretty cool. With the field naming, numbers will still remain in the crop rotation overview and in the planner. However, in all other places that the field numbers normally are, you'll be given the field name instead. Campaign of Farm Modding is working on some pretty cool stuff right now, so keep an eye out for more. I wouldn't expect to see any of Kim's mods being released on console, but hey, you never know. If you'd like to see more about these mods, modders, or anything else we talked about today, links to everything can be found in the description. Remember, there's no release dates for mods, so no one knows when anything's going to be released. And if you like this video, you can check out the Farm Sim News playlist for all the latest news and top stories going on in the world of Farming Simulator. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. If you liked the video, drop a like on it, get subscribed if you're new, and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check your notifications, that way you never miss videos like this one. Hope you have an awesome day. We will see you later.